Assassin's Creed developer Ubisoft considers Tencent buyout amid struggles. Ubisoft recently announced a massive delay in the release of Assassin's Creed Shadows. The game was set to release this month, but an internal decision has pulled the release into February 2025. The reason for this was said to further polish the game before launch. However, new reports reveal that the devs were already asking for a delay long before. Tencent Holdings and Ubisoft Entertainment's founding Guillemot family are considering options including a potential buyout of the French video game developer after it lost more than half its market value this year, according to people familiar with the matter. Talking to some internal sources, Insider Gaming revealed that one of the main reasons for the company delaying the new Assassin's Creed game was also Star Wars Outlaw massively underperforming. The game reportedly sold only 1 million copies in a month, which may not sound bad until the numbers add up to bring the revenue to just over $70 million. For comparison, Black Myth Wukong sold over 20 million copies in the same period. Warhammer 40,000, Space Marine 2 sold over 2 million copies within 3 weeks of release. Compared to these two, Star Wars is a massive franchise. According to a Bloomberg report, the Guillemot family, founders and minority shareholders of Ubisoft, are considering a buyout from Chinese gaming giant Tencent. The news comes after a series of high-profile disappointments from the publisher, with their latest AAA blockbuster, Star Wars Outlaws, failing to meet sales expectations. As per the report, the Chinese tech company and Guillemot Brothers Limited have been speaking with advisors to help explore ways to stabilize Ubisoft and bolster its value, with a source adding that nothing is confirmed and that Tencent and the Guillemot family are also considering other alternatives. The Chinese tech company and Guillemot Brothers have been speaking with advisors to help explore ways to stabilize Ubisoft and bolster its value, the people said, asked not to be identified discussing a private matter. One of the possibilities being discussed would involve teaming up to take the company private, according to the people. Since the Bloomberg report broke, Ubisoft shares trading on Euronext rose 33%, representing its highest gain since its IPO in 1998. Ubisoft's share price recently sunk to an 11-year low, sinking to €9.19, an 89% drop in share value since 2020. The company has lost half its market value, and its latest efforts have done little to hinder the bleeding. This will be welcome news for some shareholders as calls have been made for the family-run company to be sold and for a change in leadership. At the end of September, AJ Investments, which holds less than 1% of shares, said they were building support for the sale of the company, reportedly garnering the support of 10% of shareholders. Ubisoft shares rose as much as 33% in Paris on Friday, October 4th, following the Bloomberg News report, the steepest gain since the company's 1996 initial public offering. Shares of Ubisoft have fallen about 40% this year, giving the company a market capitalization of about €1.8 billion, 2.6 billion Singapore dollars. Tencent owned 9.2% of Ubisoft's net voting rights at the end of April, while the Guillemot family held about 20.5%, according to the firm's latest annual report. Some minority shareholders, including AJ Investments, have been pushing for either a take-private or a sale of Ubisoft to a strategic investor amid the stock price plunge. Considerations are at an early stage, and there's no certainty they will lead to a transaction. Tencent and the Guillemot family are also considering other alternatives, according to the people. Tencent currently owns around 10% of Ubisoft shares, and it would make sense for the Guillemot family to align themselves with the Chinese company. In 2022, Tencent spent €200 million on share acquisition and €100 million capital increase for a 49.9% stake in the Guillemot family holding company, Guillemot Brothers Limited. Analysts saw the move as a way for the Guillemot family to maintain control of Ubisoft while keeping any hostile takeovers, such as the one attempted by Vivendi in 2019, at bay. However, as things have gone from bad to worse for the legacy publisher, more drastic measures are now being considered. Tencent, for its part, will be unable to sell its stake in Ubisoft until 2027, as per the conditions of the 2022 deal.